Alrighty, here it is, the Nintendo Switch 2. In my last video, I said I wasn't gonna get it, and here I am with the console. Let's open it. So I got it on release day, June 5th, and I didn't actually plan to get it at all until June 5th hit. And then I thought to myself, on release day, why not just get it to put your own spin on it content-wise? So I got it. Funny thing actually, when I went to Best Buy with my brother, we were so surprised at how many of these that were left in stock. It was like 7 p.m. It was 1 hour from closing, so I just thought that there'd be nothing on the shelf. But in that area of that Best Buy, it doesn't exactly have the wealthiest of people, so the shelf was straight up full. Or maybe the Switch 2 just isn't that hot right now. And we even looked at some of the prices there, and dude, I saw stuff like 109 per game, 90, bro, everything's just going up, and we were like, dude, what the heck? 109 for, I think, was it Zelda or the Mario Kart game? That was $100, and that's when I was like, well, my brother was like, dude, just get the bundle, because if Mario Kart costs that much, it's just straight up cheaper to get the bundle than get the console by itself. So I got the bundle, which was a smart idea, and I do recommend you doing that as well if you're gonna get the Switch 2. So here was the box, and I actually struggled a little bit to find the opening, but it was right there, like the small little part in the middle. And then yeah, quick little, easy thing. And then we have the Joy-Cons and the actual screen, the whole console itself, first thing you see when you open the box. So these Joy-Cons look so much sleeker than the last ones, and I do prefer the black design with the color in the middle on the side of it. The previous ones, which are these ones, got the red and the blue one coated all over, and the black is in the middle. So they fully just swapped it for the Switch 2. And it looks, I mean, it is preference, really. I don't mind it looking like this, but the Switch 2 does look a lot more cleaner in terms of color. And so these are the old ones, and these are the new ones. These feel way nicer than the last ones. It's crazy. Even these buttons that are bigger make it way more playable, way more usable to play Mario Kart with all your friends, having to not squeeze down your SR buttons down so hard. It's really good. And here is the console itself, way bigger screen, has the better stand, and a lot more inputs all over. Well, not a lot more, but a few more. It has one more USB-C port at the top now. There is still one at the bottom. The game card is now it's now more, I don't know what you call it, like it's more durable because it has more connections with these lines. So that's good, because the last one it felt very flimsy. So yeah, it has two wires connecting it. This one has 4, so you wouldn't have to worry about breaking the slot opener. The stand itself, man, the old stand is so flimsy, it feels like it'll break if you put too much pressure on it, because it's just I hate that. That just sounds like it'll break. I don't mess with it. So the new and improved kickstand, it can go all the way, basically 180 degrees like that, and it's quite flexible, and that is very, very dope. I will say, when I opened it, when I was unboxing it, I thought I had to press something to get it to open up smoother, but it has a lot of resistance. So I'm putting decent pressure right now to open it this way, and it's I gotta push harder now to get it, which is good. You don't want it to be very, very light, because in that case it'll just flop over. when you put it to stand. It's not gonna have much, you know, weight on it to keep the whole console standing up. So it's good that it, you know, it resists a lot. I don't want to keep doing that too much because I feel like it'll eventually die down and get less durable. But yeah, so all the way back it goes, and that is pretty cool. All right, so this was the part that I was most excited about, was putting the Joy-Con, sorry, onto the console, and just seeing them just snap on online, people doing it. It just looked nice. So as you saw in that shot there, it just snapped on. But right here, okay, cool. I was expecting it to snap on a lot earlier than that, but I mean, it's still decent. Just boom, boom, nice and easy. The last one having to like, because usually for me, what I kept doing on the last one was just missing. I kept missing the slot. It was actually annoying for me. But this one made it nice and easy, just to, you know, just put it straight in. And actually, the easiest way to do it is to go like this. Yeah. That's so like go down and then click it on. But that's this is my favorite part about the Switch 2, is how the Joy-Cons connect to the Switch. It's pretty cool. So those are the main two assets of the Switch 2, the Joy-Cons and the screen. And then we got these two wrist things. I don't know what you call them, but they help you not to drop them. I actually never used the old ones on the first Switch, so I don't think I'll use these ever either. Do they help with like the mouse stuff? I think it has to do with the mouse actually. I don't know, let me know. So I think they are useful in that case for the mouse aspect, because you can, I haven't tried it yet, but like it looks pretty weird. I don't know. It is what it is, but those are these things, yeah. And again, they just snap on to the Joy-Con basically. Oh, this is the wrong side. Let's see if I can get this quite easily. Yeah. And it actually looks better with this thing on. It looks better with this thing on for some reason. I don't know. It's like I feel like it completes the Joy-Con look. Does it not? Nah, that's where it does. Yeah, like it looks kind of incomplete without it, you know? I don't know. I think I would... Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I think it is to do with the mouse. Yeah, because there's these pads here. There's a pad here and one down here. So that's definitely for the mouse aspect. Yeah, okay. And then the controller holder, I don't know what you call this part of, or what you call this little thing here. What do you call it? I don't know the names to any of these things. Where's my Switch 2 one? Oh, here it is. So yeah, it looks pretty, it is just a tad bit bigger because the Joy-Cons are bigger. And yeah, not much difference. Ooh, one big difference is the controller design. The round part here is now gone. And ooh, I don't think I like that with the Switch 2, to be honest. It's just flat. Doesn't that look kind of weird? It looks weird, and it also doesn't feel that good, because for gamers, for, you know, everyone that has held a controller before, it feels awkward to not have any sort of support right here. It's just flat. I don't know if I like that. See how it looks with the Joy-Cons. Well, I did show you in that clip there, but right, wow, I went like this to like slide it on like the last Switch, but it just snaps on. Well, those are gonna happen sometimes, you know. So, ooh, yeah. So not having like the round part because it's flat, it feels very awkward on the palm of my hand. That feels very awkward, wow. But I'm imagining I'll get used to it. I mean, sure, I would have preferred it to have that round part. Oh well. So that's the hand controller or whatever. And then we have our AC adapter, HDMI cables, all that stuff, yada yada yada. And then here is the dock that is quite bigger. Well, quite bigger, I say. Just a tad bit bigger than the first one. It's got the round edges to make it look like it's, you know, like it's compatible with the Switch, because the last one was just square. Yeah, not much to talk about this, you know, it's a standard whatever. One thing I did notice is that the back of this, you take it off and it doesn't, like, I thought I broke it the first time I opened it, because I opened it and it did this and it just came off. I thought I broke it the first time. I got scared. But no, it can just go straight back on. Just like that. And that was our last item in the box. I didn't get like the camera or the controller or the wheels or anything like that. I didn't care about that stuff. It's kind of pointless for me. Alright, so I turned on the Switch 2 for the first time and I went through all the setup stuff. And the first thing I wanted to do was compare Scarlet and Violet. And here's me trying to open Scarlet and Violet with my old Switch, with the old Joy-Cons. Dude, these things, my Joy-Cons had so much drift. It was literally unplayable. I couldn't move. I couldn't select a game to play because it would just go all over the place. And there's even like a scratch on the bottom of it there. I don't even know what that is. There's like the paint or whatever got scratched off and now it's like silver. I don't know, they were so beat up, man. Like the most beat up Joy-Cons known to man. I mean, is it this one? Yeah, like what in the heck is this? I don't know what happened there. It just got scratched up and yeah, that's what it is now. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to compare Scarlet and Violet, the very first thing, because I was so intrigued by how it looked online on Switch 2. It was like I had to play it first. So here is the comparison. Scarlet and Violet. This is my brother's Switch. It's not mine. I don't have 3 Switches, alright? So let's relax. So I wasn't even thinking about this, okay? All I wanted to do was just compare the frame rates side by side. But then when I was playing the game on both consoles, I went through the gate to one of the routes, and the difference in load speed, the loading time, is crazy. You'll be stuck on a loading screen for the Switch 1 for 10 seconds. And then the Switch 2 is literally instant. Because if you've been playing Pokemon on this Switch for a very long time, you're used to how long you have to wait to load into something. Loading into your clothing selection, into any building, loading into a different route, whatever. Anything that has to do with loading on this Switch 1, it takes forever. The Switch 2 just made it so fast, and I was like, what the? It's like I've never been used to fast loading in my life ever. It was so much better, and that just shows how bad Game Freak don't even care about their games, huh? But here is the Switch 1's gameplay. I mean, as you can see, it looks, from the camera, it looks fine. It looks playable and all. In real time, it's still like 30 FPS, jaggedy stuff. And then you switch to the Switch 2, and all of a sudden, this game is so much more playable than before. And I really wish, man, I was playing it, right, and I was thinking to myself, why couldn't we all experience this like this for the first time? It would have made the reviews so much, like, it would have just made everything way better than what it was. All the flaming, all that wouldn't have happened if it just happened like this in the first place. Here's a comparison of flying with Miraidon on the Switch 2. Very smooth, not a single frame drop in sight. And then the Switch, and here's that little glitch that usually happens if you fly too high and look at the environment, look at the landscape. The ground everything on the ground will just like glitch out and look very weird on the Switch. Take a look at that. I'm just like, what is going on with the landscape? What? Whoa. Yo, this is what we're dealing with on the Switch, man. Like, I've seen it for years. Yes, but like, bro, this is terrible. Oh, and one thing that took unreasonably long on this Switch was trying to go into your clothing menu. Dude, it's the most minimal looking menu ever. And why does it take longer than 5 seconds to get into a clothing menu? I mean, it didn't take 5 seconds, you know what I mean, I exaggerated it. All you need to know about if a game runs properly is just open a menu. If it loads fast enough, the game runs fine. If it takes this long, the game is garbage. So the Switch 2 is running everything how we thought it would run, and hopefully Legends ZA has enough content so that we can actually have fun, now that we have the performance to actually carry it. But that is Pokemon on the Switch 2 for now. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I will see y'all next time. Later.
Sunshine when it's raining, breathe out and he takes it. Oh no, when you taste it, poisonous. All you wanna do is destroy us, and it feels so